Buckley's entrance gets denied. Joaquin Buckley showed up to UFC Atlanta expecting a fight, but didn't expect to fight his way past security. Cameras captured the moment security stopped him cold. They didn't recognize the main event fighter.
I'm here at the arena right now. We're running a little late, we're running a little behind, but you know, they're gonna check us in nice and right. Hey, hold on, let me move out the way, move out the way. Hey, bro, I'm the main event. Yeah. I'm the main event.
Do something.
Thank you. Go. Get him in there. Yeah, appreciate it. Come on, man. Let's go. So we just need somebody to escort us to get you on mark. This is crazy. Hey, but we outside though. We working towards it, man. Hey, but we gonna make it to this, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna see y'all all inside pretty soon.
Menifield hands Umarq his first career loss inside the octagon. Alonzo Menifield ended Umarq's undefeated run with a calculated unanimous decision. 11-0, no more. But fans weren't loving it. Luke Thomas said the fight was dreadful. Henry Cejudo added, "Nobody's trying to see this guy fight again."
I was trying to get in there and make it an entertaining fight, given, him trying to, stand with me. But every time I got in, he would post with those fingers. And besides that, I'm happy for the win. Stick and move. Movement, and get him. That was the ultimate plan. And then, wait for him to try to grapple. I thought he would grapple more, but I like that he tried to stand. Just eliminate dive pokes. Absolutely. Levels to it. Experience, ranked for a reason in the UFC. Mainly my experience here, which is tough as So, yeah, there's levels to it. Eye poker. He was yelling out through the corner. He's scared. He's running. He's scared. And based on that, he was fighting like, he didn't really want to bang. But, hats off to him for stepping in there and, trying to fight. W's, all across, all W's. So I'm ready to, prove myself and, get some challenges.
Headbutt controversy ends Brundage fight. Manari Abdul-Malik looked like he had Cody Brundage finished in the third round until an accidental head clash paused the action. The judges called it a technical decision. Justin Gaethje called it nonsense. Gilbert Burns posted a facepalm. Derek Brunson went off, saying Brundage has the most controversial fight endings in MMA. Malik insisted it was a clean finish, unintentional contact or not. Still, the decision sparked outrage and confusion.
It's a finish. In my eyes, it's finished, and people are watching that was a finish. I'm not sure really what happened with the logistics of it, but whatever happened, it wasn't intentional, but that was a finish to me. And it was a good fight, good opponent. Job well done by me, time to get better. The message from my team was to go get it. I'm good. I'm good enough to be here. I'm better than this opponent that's in front of me. I have the skills to show out, not just show off, but to show out. And I went out there with some fire in my blood, and I made it happen. Whatever happened with that ending, happened with the ending, but I got the job done. The next challenge for me is to make sure that I take my time. Not necessarily take my time with the progression of my career or anything, but take my time with myself. I'm in the gym every single day. Sometimes you need to take a back step because you're in it too much. You're too focused on it. Things can become constricting. The fun almost isn't there like it usually is. And trust me, it's fun, but I want to make sure that I'm doing things correctly. So maybe I need to take a step back, reevaluate, and reset my feet. That boy got that finish. He got that finish in the third round. He was still hungry in the third round. Don't talk to me about cardio. Don't talk to me about wrestling. Don't talk to me about striking. Don't talk to me about grittiness. I showed it all in the third round. So maybe that was my plan. Maybe I wanted to go to a third round. Maybe I wanted the ending to be like that. But I'm happy it played out the way it played out.
Barcelo beats former champ Garbrandt. Raoni Barcelos didn't just beat Cody Garbrandt, he broke him. Again. A unanimous decision loss sent Cody back to the drawing board. Dylan Dennis said watching Cody lose just hits different. Even Stephen Thompson had it 1-1 heading into the final round. Barcelos respected Cody's wrestling, but knew he had more in the tank.
I'm really happy. This is a fight I've been asking the UFC for a long time, as a former champion, and
He was well conditioned, he was prepared, and it was a great fight. That was planned out. You know, we didn't want to take him down in the first round, and in the second round, everything changes. But, you know, he was really well conditioned and really prepared. I didn't expect him to be as strong with his wrestling. He defended the takedowns really well, but it made for a really dynamic fight. I think it's willpower and my son. You know, since he was born, he just given me an extra push, and I do everything for him. I think the next step is to fight Rob Font. I like to fight him still this year. Beating Rob Font, I'll be in the rankings, so I'll finish off the year ranked.
Shabazian shows he's still evolving. Edmund Shabazyan looked composed and sharp, defeating Andre Petroski with smart distance management and clean technique. Derek Brunson praised the 27-year-old for growing up before our eyes. Cejudo called it a great technical performance. Shabazian didn't chase a finish. He stuck to the plan, and it worked.
It was a good performance. I think I executed game plan very well. Tried not to rush anything. Kept the distance. I think his game plan was going to be to take me down. I think my distance management was very well. We game planned very well for that. And yeah, you know, I always like to finish fights, but the finish didn't come. It was almost there in the third. But it is what it is. A win's a win, and I'm happy to keep moving on. For sure, you know, like even if he got me down, I said I'm going to work my way up, and that's not going to affect me, and I'm going to keep pushing forward and touching him up. And I think that's exactly what I did, and I'm very happy with it. I thought he would try a little more shooting, but I think my distance management was so well that it was hard for him to get in. So yeah. They said I'm doing well. I just got to stick to the game plan. They were giving me the advice on the feet. And yeah, I didn't even see. I made it to the third round, no problem, no sitting down. I didn't sit down whatsoever in the corner, so I was happy. Yeah, like when it goes to decision, I always ask my coaches, oh, like I won, right? For sure, because you know, you never know what the judges and all that. You know, even though my coaches say I won, like you still never know what the judges. But I think overall, I knew I won. I just wanted a confirmation, extra confirmation. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna keep taking it one fight at a time. I thought this was a good challenge for me, you know, a full grappler and wrestler, and I think I did very well against them. And yeah, just gonna keep improving, keep getting better. Like you said, I'm 27 years old, still young in the game, and there's a lot to go, for sure.
Rose Namajunas overcomes the storm after a mental and physical rollercoaster year. Rose Namajunas returned against Miranda Maverick and won by decision. It wasn't easy. Maverick nearly finished her in the third. Rose admitted she thought this better not be the end, but refused to tap.
Oh, ecstatic. Yeah, the warm-up was great. The training camp was great. You know, I had some mental battles of always, but there was a lot of, you know, demons I was facing and shutting out on my head, and you know, so to pull through like that and have a tough fight, but it was exciting too. I felt like, you know, maybe there was not action back every single minute, but I was very happy with myself. Really wanted to finish, but you know, we had to make a little more adjustments, and it was almost there. I was just like thinking like, oh man, this better not be the end right here. I was like, I'm gonna have to go out because I am not tapping. And then I found like a little, like the window of opportunity was closing, and I just like wiggled out, and I was like, oh, thank God. I was like, but then I gotta deal with the fatigue now. So, you know, we still in the fight, but it was, you know, it was tough. Yeah, I knew she was gonna, I didn't anticipate me being able to take her down as easy as I did. It wasn't easy, but you know what I mean? Like, I thought, I was more thinking she was gonna initiate the grappling earlier on, but I think they were really focusing on trying to get me, you know, caught up in the striking battle with her so she can get that easier takedown. So, you know, yeah, that's kind of sort of what I expected, an all-around MMA fight, you know? Yeah, I guess I forgot to shout out Mo Black too. She's one of the best grapplers in the world right now, and she lives in Colorado Springs, so I drove out an hour and a half once a week to train with her and just do jiu-jitsu, and she's a beast. You know, I competed against her one time, so she really helped me a lot with my jiu-jitsu this camp, and obviously all my coaches that I normally train with, but that was a little extra addition. I also trained with Jillian Robertson too, who's got great grappling, obviously, for MMA, so yeah, I really focused a lot on grappling this time because obviously I fell short in that a little bit in the Aaron Blanchfield fight, and I knew Miranda was going to be very grappling heavy. Very, very strong grappler for sure. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I'm used to 5-round battles, and that's why I chose that for the last fight too. Like, even though I had a choice to do 3 rounds, but I was like, you know what, all that experience is just, you know, sometimes I lose, sometimes I win, you know, but it's all experience. As a martial artist, it's like no one likes to lose, but It is what it is. So I learned from it, and you know, you got to learn from the wins too. So obviously, I got put in some precarious positions, so I'm gonna have to work on that too. Yeah, anything that gets me to the title, if it's one more than the title, two more, whatever, I'm here for it.
Brian Ortega thought she clearly dominated the third round. For Rose, this fight was about joy, redemption, and proving she still belongs. Usman shuts down Buckley in comeback win. The main event didn't disappoint. Kamaru Usman snapped his 3-fight losing streak with a dominant win over Joaquin Buckley. Daniel Cormier called it one of Usman's best performances in years. Henry Cejudo called it a masterclass. Usman's pressure and wrestling overwhelmed Buckley, who had brief flashes but couldn't keep momentum. The former champ made one thing clear post-fight: "I got this monkey off my back. Now I'm coming for the strap."